Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new here, my name's Dave, and this channel we are currently covering Lego investing, Bricklink stores, and general reselling. This video happens to be covering the general reselling, and so this is the second part of this series that hopefully will continue on for a very long time. And in this episode, I'm going to go over a little bit about what I've picked up this week. I'm not going to cover any sales because, spoiler alert, I didn't have any sales over the last week, at least as it related to the general reselling. The Lego stuff's a little bit separate, and you'll see that in next Monday's video. But for general reselling, had a real slow week on eBay, Facebook, and Amazon. And so instead of covering what we've got this last week, I figured I'd air a little bit of, I'm going to call it my dirty laundry, which is this disaster that I have behind me. So let's get right into it. All right, everyone, so this week's pickups consist of 5 items. Actually ended up finding them yesterday, so they're even pretty new. I did get them posted. They're available on eBay right now. And to get things started off here, we have a Sonic the Hedgehog Shadow action figure. Got this at Meijer for $9.99, which is retail price. And so many of you might be thinking, why on earth would you pick something up at retail price? And the honest answer is that when it comes to action figures, there's a lot of collectability with them. And so some people aren't able to actually get the ones that they want. And so this particular series, it would appear as though Shadow happens to be the rarest of the 4. So you can get Tails, Sonic, Shadow, and Metal Sonic. I ended up doing a what we call comping, which is looking for comparable prices on all 4 of them while I was in the store. And the Shadow figure happened to be going somewhere around between $15 and $25 online. And so for $9.99, I ended up picking this up. It's only going to end up equating to somewhere between $5 and $10 of profit, but it'll be a pretty quick flip is my guess. And so figure, why not? Let's roll the dice on it and see what we can do. The next is a series that all of you have heard of for sure, and I have some experience purchasing before for my son Scott, and that is the Pokemon Battle Figure Packs. And so we ended up getting a few of these. This is basically the remainder of the haul. We've got one that has Eevee and Yamper. We have one that includes a single figure here, the Galarian Ponyta. We have one with Larvitar and Morpeko in Hangry mode. And the last of which has Pikachu and Wooloo. So these battle packs, you can pick up from Meijer if you're unfamiliar with Meijer. It's just a super center, kind of like a Target concept. They have them in Michigan, Southeast Michigan specifically, which is where I'm from. And these things retail for $6.99. Now online, because they are hard to get, they go anywhere between $10 and $20. And so I have all of them posted right now. I have the lowest prices available on eBay. That's where I've listed these items. And I'm hoping that they'll get a pretty quick turn. Hopefully by the time you're actually watching this video, they're no longer here because they've moved that fast. I may end up adjusting the prices down just slightly because I would rather see them sell and use it as a mechanism to get a little bit of feedback in my store and a quick profit than end up sitting on these for long periods of time. But it's just the point of recognizing that even though something's at retail price, it can still have potential value if there's some kind of limited distribution or rarity associated with those collectible items. And so Pokemon tends to be a good line for them. The Sonic just happens to be a series I knew nothing about before being in the store. I decided to take a look at it. I saw that there was a potential for some value there, decided to pick it up. And hopefully in next week's video, you'll hear how I did on these particular 5 products. Okay, let's go ahead and start looking at our dirty laundry. So here it is, my dirty laundry. So I'm typically a kind of person who really likes to keep things nice and sorted and orderly. However, due to space constraints in the basement, this shelf here is a little bit of a mess. And so it contains a little bit of everything. This shelf represents the stuff that is currently posted or listed for sale on Facebook and eBay. not Amazon, because Amazon stuff ends up getting shipped into their warehouse. But oh my goodness, there is no organization to this. You can see up top here, we've got some Thomas at the end. We've got some different Lego sets, some Hello Kitty, random blind boxes in here, the Sonic figure we just reviewed. Next shelf down, we got a combination. There's a Lego set thrown right in between a bunch of DVDs and video games. But yeah, this is the mess that I'm currently looking at working with. We've got used bagged sets here, stuff that doesn't have boxes. I've got NES games, a bunch of Lego here. This shelf is mostly Lego, but then you can see here, we do have some other stuff thrown in. This is some Perler sets. Other than that, this one actually is mostly Lego. I think that's the one I started off with. Down here, we got some collectible action figures. We've got some plushes. We get a little bit of some shipping materials thrown in here, tape for boxes. Lots and lots of boxes. You can see I've got a big roll of bubble wrap down here and a big old other pile of mess. You can see I got a couple figures. So in the store, we do have some Mario. We've got some Bowser Jr. and Goomba as well. And then there's the actual pieces in the bags. The bottom shelf here's a little different. These ones aren't actually posted for sale. These are some of the used sets that I am missing some pieces on, so I'm going to finish getting those pieces off of Bricklink before I end up posting them for sale. Over to the left, this is a bunch of Wii accessories. This happens to be an actual Wii console. I've got a Thomas set. This is a little bit of my dirty laundry. This is crazy. This is not the way that I would like to see the stuff organized. I will say that since my eBay and Facebook stores are small enough, finding the orders actually aren't too bad right now because you can visually kind of see most of it. But if I'm going to keep growing this thing, I'm going to need a system better than this. This is a little bit of the downside or bad part associated with reselling, I guess. I'm happy with the system I have in my Bricklink store, and I feel like applying something similar might be a good idea. I would love to hear from you if you are into reselling or have a great idea as to how I might better organize these particular items. Please go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. Let me know what you do. Let me know what you think I should do to improve my system. If you see something in here that you are interested in and like, send me a message. Let's work something out. Most of my stuff is listed very competitively. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Click the notification bell so that you are aware when new sets get added to the store. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and click on that like button below. Thank you everybody for watching the video. We'll see you next week. Bye.